Hey guys, Mike here, baseball collector, and I'm doing my Saturday showcase today, and it's going to be on Mickey Mantle. And received a lot of comments from people. Don't worry, Hank Aaron's coming too, so I'm going to be able to do both of them. Don't worry. But I thought I'd show the Mantles off first here. And so what I'm going to do is just DB Tiller style this thing and show you kind of my Mantle collection, my Mantle slabs from the most recent to the oldest. So here we go up here. We're going to start off with, try to show two cards at a time. So there's a 1996 Topps commemorative Mickey Mantle in a Gem Mint 10. I own that card because it's part of the top 300 cards by Mike Payne. And then you can see Mickey Mantle's last card is a 69 Topps in a VGEX4. You're going to see a consistency with the grades, 3s, 4s, 5s, because really good grades of Mantle cards are flying through the roof. His cards in general are going up in price a lot. And so I just try to get good examples, good clean examples. This 69 Topps, I also need the last name in white, which is really, really expensive card, even in a low grade. So those are my first two there. Then we move over to a couple of 68s. I've got a base 68 Mantle you can see there. I bought this card when I was a kid, like 12 or 13 years old, and finally sent it in last year, and it's a 3.5, which is about right. And then I have a 68 Topps game card. I love these cards. I have the whole set, and I sent a bunch of the Hall of Famers in to get graded, and they all came back pretty low grades. But I think this Mantle even has a crease in it, but happy to own it. Really cool card. We've got a couple of 67s here. The base card on the left is just a 3, but a solid looking card. And then the card on the right is a 67 Topps checklist, which is awesome. And it's in a near mint 7. So that's probably my highest grade vintage Mantle, even though technically it's not really a Mantle, but he's pictured on it. So I picked it up and thought it was cool. Then we come over down to two base cards, 66 in a 3.5, and the 65, which I bought at the National, in a 5. Beautiful cards there. A couple of other 65s are World Series card. Mantle has a lot of horizontal cards where they're sideways, kind of landscape, and so I just kept them normal to see the slab more than the card. But there's Mantle's Clutch Homer. And then a cool card they did in 65 called Embossed, and this one's a 2.5. Another thing Mantle has a lot of are combo cards with other players, and it's probably because of his popularity. People just wanted anything Mantle. You can see on the right a 64 Topps AL Bombers with Roger Maris, Norm Cash, and Al Kaline. So two Hall of Famers on that card. And then over on the left, you got the 63 Topps Bombers Best with Tom Tresh, Bobby Richardson, and Mickey Mantle. So, little side note, Bobby Richardson was my mom's favorite player growing up. Then we've got some 62 Topps here. We've got the base card at 5, which is a nice grade. Sorry about the glare, guys. And then we got the All-Star card at a 4. Interesting. Looks like they were taken at different times. Probably were. Then one of my favorite cards, period, is this awesome 62 Topps Manager's Dream card in a 5. I got that a long time ago because that card now is very, very expensive because it's also got Willie Mays on it. And then a 61 Topps here in a 5. This is another card I got at the National. Really, really solid grade, solid card. Again, Mickey stuff is just getting really pricey. All right, a couple of more 61s. Again, they just did all these different things. Over on the right is a World Series Game 2 when Mickey Mantle hit 2 home runs. It's obviously miscut, which is why it's a 6 MC, right to left, but still a nice solid card otherwise. And then over on the left, you've got it's kind of like a historic moments kind of set that 61 Topps had in it, where Mantle hit the 565-foot home run. Doesn't even show Mantle on it. It just shows, it's got his name and then the picture of the stadium and the projected trajectory of the home run, which I think is kind of cool. And we got a couple of 1960 cards here. 60 Topps base over on the right, a 4.5. And then the 60 Topps All-Star, which is just an iconic card. Just a great look of Mickey Mantle batting left-handed with the great design of the 60 Topps All-Star cards. That's in a 6, so good grade there, good solid grade. Last row down here, another collaborative card with Mantle and Boyer for the Cardinals, I think, but Ken Boyer. So just a 4 on that, but pretty inexpensive at a 4. Then I have two 1958 Topps cards, All-Star cards. The reason I have a BVG slab of one of these is early on when I started collecting slabs years ago and doing the top 300, I wasn't sure if I was going to go. I just wanted an example of the card. I wasn't really into registries and stuff. I wanted it slabbed because I wanted it to be real, but I didn't know which direction I was going to go on the slabs, and so I bought this 4 early on, and then I said, I'm going PSA. Forget this BVG junk. I don't want different things. I want one consistent holder. And I chose PSA, and then I bought this Mickey Mantle 5 to fill that spot in my collection. And I just kept the 4 just because it's a good story. All right, moving on. We've got a couple of other great cards here. This is a 58 Topps World Series batting foes. This is Mantle and Hank Aaron. They were obviously, ironically, in 57, both were MVPs. And this card was a VG3, which is not the greatest of grades, but I got this a long time ago too, I think pretty cheap. This card now is very expensive and a high grade. The base 57 Topps is a classic Mickey Mantle card. Wonderful action pose of him swinging. This one's only a 3 because that's a really, really pricey card. Got just a couple more here. Another collab card with Yogi Berra from 57 Topps. Yankees Power Hitters, that's a 5. Really solid grade there. A little off center, but a good card. And then my 56 Topps is only a 2, but nicely centered version of a 2. The corners are beat to hell, but I just wanted this card so bad that I had to get a 2. I paid a lot of money even for a 2. This card's really pricey, so nice card there. And then, let's see, how am I getting off here? I got a 55 Bowman there, a 54 Bowman, both in 3s, but really nice cards. Just beautiful. Then my last card here is a 53 Bowman color with, let's see if I can get the glare off a little bit. It's a Yogi Berra, Hank Bauer, and then a little sliver of Mickey Mantle's face showing on the card. I still need quite a few cards, as you can see. I've got a lot of gaps in my collection, but overall it's pretty solid. Showing them all here. I do have a couple bonuses. I've got a couple of Mantle autographs I want to show off that I have. The first one here is, I'll pull it over here so it's not as lit up. My Perez Steel Mickey Mantle. This is the celebration set, and it is a graded in mint 9. It's a beautiful autograph right across the middle of this card for my Perez Steel collection. And then the second auto that I have, a Mantle, that I wanted to show off, I have a bunch, but this is just the 2 that are graded that I really like, is my 1983 Donruss Hall of Fame Heroes Mickey Mantle. Perfectly autographed right across at a great angle on the card, gets everything on there, and it came back a Gem Mint 10. So that's 2 of my Mantle autographs that I really think epitomize kind of the style of my collection and the things I really like. So there you go, guys. A nice peek at my Mantle collection. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Look for the Hank Aaron video coming up soon, and keep collecting.